legend. And now William Shatner is onto his next big project, the release of his new book entitled Boldly Go, Reflections on a Life of Awe and Wonder. In a collection of fascinating and inspiring essays, Shatner reflects on the key events from his 91 years of life, focusing on our fragile bond with nature and celebrating the joy that comes from always being open to learning new things. And William Shatner joins us now. It's great to have you on the show. Hello.
That sounded really good. I'd like to be worthy of that introduction.
You are.
And you are.
And you
so,
are.
So, Mr. Shatner, when I read some headlines...
it would be so much better. A Morning Joe deserves Bill, I thank you.
Oh, that's big. That's very big. All right, Bill. We'll say Bill. I read a headline about a year ago that said William Shatner's 90, and I'm like, okay, well that's a misprint. Maybe 75. Maybe 78.
Or reversed, 60. Yeah.
60, exactly. And so, but I read a quote, and I loved it so much that I wrote it down of something that you had said upon turning 90, a realization, and you said, nothing matters in the end. What goes up must come down. And Meek and I saw that quote, and we're like, my God, if we had only known that earlier in our life, it really does put things in perspective, and really does frame out your book, where you can stop and look at the wonders of the world and just say, wow.
Saying, wow, that's the critical importance. So, Boldly Go is a thought, and I've tried to dramatize it with elements of my own life, about how the universe is out there and purportedly taking care of you, and if you can vibrate in conjunction with the universe, by any means, prayer, meditation, blow the Tibetan horn, say whatever, or being aware of our connection with that vibrating universe, and which is also the vibrating earth and the beauty of earth. If you can connect with that, you're living the life I think you're supposed to live.
So I love the different chapters, what you focus on. By the way, you have so much in common with my family lines. Your grandparents are immigrants from Eastern Europe. You went to Montreal. You went to McGill. My father, my mother, immigrants from Eastern Europe. My dad went to McGill, and my mother had an incredible affinity for nature. I remember once her taking the time to stop in the middle of a conversation and to pick up a spider and bring it out the back door of the house and set it free. You have a chapter that says, listen to the animals. Tell us about it.
Well, everything is trying to communicate with themselves and with the things around them, and they're speaking a language that sometimes we get a glimmer of understanding. We hear the fish talk, and the whales sing, and the dogs looks and bark, and the horse giving you nonverbal signals. The earth is communicating all the time. We've just begun to understand, for example, how trees communicate with each other. Not only with pheromones being drifted downwind and saying, the bugs are attacking me, make your sap a little more acidic, or whatever it is they do. But they're also, now we've discovered, sending electrochemical signals along the mycelium of the fungi. So all of a sudden, electrochemical signals between trees are the same thing as electrochemical signals in our dendrites in our head. How connected to a tree are we? I mean, it beckons the imagination of the extent to which these 5 billion years of growth, of evolution, has brought about this extraordinary beauty and fertility on Earth, that we are so arrogant that we've begun to destroy it.
Given the age that we live in, the culture is so skewed to people who are much younger than you or I. What have you learned about yourself, your life, and living your life over the past decade since you were 80 years of age?
It all boils down to commonality. I mean, we hear these things. It's over so quickly. It is. It's over so quickly. It's over so quickly when you subtract the years of growing up and then your fragility when you're older. I mean, you got what, 40, 50 years of life, and then you die, and essentially it's meaningless. So you've got to make those few years count, not only for your happiness and your awareness, because one of the things I saw coming down from space was how insignificant this planet is, how insignificant we are on this planet, and yet we have awareness. We are aware of the awe and wonder. We're aware of our insignificance. I think that's the only entity on Earth that thinks that way. I think that. Of course, we don't know exactly. But and we're 5 billion years in evolution in this solar system. But the universe is 3 times, as far as we know, 3 times that old. So other things were happening. What was happening during all that time where other worlds evolved and became more intelligent, and our brains are based on survival?